Whoa, that episode blew my mind. If this episode gets any negativity like last week's episode, if any fans downvote this episode giving it a 1 out of 10, then I believe they will be downvoting it purely out of jealousy. Because look at this insane quality that is JJK Season 3 Episode 4. Wow, it's just beautiful to look at. I better not see any negativity towards this episode. Naoya is absolutely despicable in this scene, telling Maki that her face was her only saving grace and now it's messed up. It's not just sickening, but it's also disturbing because that is how he thinks. He isn't joking, he isn't messing about. He truly views women as only eye candy for him. The truly despicable villains in shonen series, which are really well written, aren't these monsters from these unknown worlds, but these ordinary looking people with these very controversial opinions and takes. How dare this Naoya prat bully our girl Maki when she was a child? Absolutely horrendous. I am so happy Mappa drew him to be so ugly in that one shot. Maki then confronts her father, the rando Brando that I thought was just a random guy in the PV images. My bad. But regardless, this dude is an absolute piece of garbage. The fact that even despite Maki being his own daughter, he still is going to control Alt Delete her. Ending your own daughter just to give yourself more credibility just makes me dislike the clan overall, and it makes me understand why Maki did what she did. Maki and her father clash and wow dude, the animation, you guys, the animation. It's so visceral, so intense, so wow. But despite that, Maki was no match for her father and she gets absolutely taken out. Interestingly, we know why he wasn't the head of the clan, because of his two daughters being failures. That sort of explains why Mai has this really toxic relationship with her sister, because of the struggles to live up to the clan's expectation, which absolutely sucks and makes me feel really sorry for these two gals. The way he just tosses the daughters, calling them failures, just makes you despise this dude even more. It looks like Mai used her curse technique to transport the two of them into this alternative world. It's giving me Attack on Titan final chapters vibes with Armin and Eren in the paths. We learn more about why the two of them are more or less mistreated in the clan, how twins are more or less treated as one. Doesn't matter if Maki gets stronger, if Mai doesn't want to get stronger, or if she lacks something that Maki lacks, or vice versa, then they are more or less deemed as failures, and of course being women as well. The way Naoya talks about the two of them, not only does Maki lack in using cursed energy, but also her being a woman in this clan. It's like a 1-2 punch. Mai saying that as long as I'm around you, Maki, you will never fully developed, made me feel really sad for Mai. We didn't really get a whole lot with Mai in the show, but the scenes we got of her, she was a bit annoying at first, but when you come to understand her backstory, her entire personality makes sense. Mai tells her sister to destroy everything, and this entire shot, all of these scenes, it's so beautiful to look at, yet I also have this sense of sadness while watching it. I feel like the music, the sound effects, the visuals, the voice acting, it elevates this entire storyline which the manga lacked. And it does look like Mai is absolutely gone. It's pretty sad, mate. Maki's father feeling the fear that he once felt when Toji was around back in the day is absolutely sweet. And the fight that Maki and her father had was barely a fight. She control alt deleted him so instantaneously. I feel like the shot of his head going bye bye in the manga was a little bit more intense the way it was drawn, but the anime did a pretty damn good job. I love the whole scene of the Kura squad being all prepared, being like, we can do this, we can easily take her out. And I love how almost immediately Maki is like, nah, I'd win. And she just goes absolutely crazy, spinning around, slicing and dicing all of these dudes dudes. And the animation, I know I keep saying this, but the art and the animation, MAPPA animators, what are you on? Next up, you have the Zenin's clan's strongest squad, and they team up to fight Maki and WoW. Now, if you read the manga for this section, then you know how scribbly and scratchy this entire fight looked. Maki is absolutely going crazy, and the sketchy outlines in the manga perfectly captured that vibe. And the anime, well, of course, the anime went above and beyond and absolutely surpassed what was done in the manga. I know Maki is the hero in this, but there are times when I get a little bit terrified looking at her. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to mess with this girl. But of course, our girl is able to defeat all three of those men who were hyped up as the strongest. They had cool animations, but it is what it is, they lost. And now she confronts the dude, the head of that entire squad, Naoya. And look at his ugly mug compared to the manga. It is pretty much a one-to-one. So well done, animators at MAPPA and artists, well done. I love how she replies to Naoya's question, do you have a human heart? And she's like, nah, it was taken away from me. Even as a child, Naoya was such an arrogant little pest. And I do like the connections between Toji and Maki. They both didn't have any cursed energies, but they were absolute beasts nevertheless. Maki and Naoya's fight is so intense, but damn, she gets knocked down by Naoya. Even though Naoya is an absolute jerk, you can't deny that this dude has skill and strength. I mean, look what he did to Chozo in the first half of episode 1 of season 3. Naoya is just pummeling Maki, throwing her around left, right and center, going on and on about how she is not Toji. He refuses to see the Toji in her. But even though Naoya has always seen himself as more superior, I do find it interesting that he still has some sort of respect towards Gojo and especially Toji. In exchange for Mai's life, Maki gained a body of steel, and our girl Maki is finally able to put this absolute piece of garbage into his place. Bro, I was dying of laughter when it kept cutting back to Naoya getting punched by Maki. After all the nonsense that Naoya was spewing from his mouth regarding women, he meets his end at a woman who isn't even a fighter. Something about Naoya's end just felt so unbelievably satisfying. Overall, this episode is a masterpiece. This might be without a doubt my favorite JJK episode of the entire anime. It has everything you want. It has great writing, great character development, great art and animation. The voice acting was insane. The music, wow. This has to be episode of the year in terms of anime. I know JJK season 3 is still ongoing, but wow, this is the best episode I have seen in all of JJK. I love it, and I love how perfectly adapted the perfect preparation arc was. Overall, a great episode. I give it a 10 out of 10. I loved it. But tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think of this episode? Did you like it or dislike it? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more JJK videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. Thank you for watching. The Second Boy Dude signing out.